This is up on top of the hill again. This is what they call a hut saw. It's just a really good size chainsaw. I don't know what size teeth that is, I'm sorry. But the teeth are big, much bigger than a chainsaw, because you can see my finger. You can see how big they are. It's the same concept. They got these rollers here. See them there with teeth sticking out? That's how they measure the length of the tree. They can set it up to whatever they want. Okay, there's that's where they grab onto the tree there, and you can see another chain in the back there. And of course, there's another roller on the other side that grabs onto the tree so they can cut it to length. Okay, this is a Timber Pro Florida. They put the wood in the back after they cut it to length. That's the machine you just saw. And one unique thing about this Timber Pro is this cab will turn 360 degrees all the way around, so it can work in the front and on each side too. That whole cab rotates. You can see the type of I don't want to call it chain, but tracks that they run. Okay, it's 4 wheels on the back, bogie system so called. And of course they pick the wood up with the crane. There it is there. Okay. They'll pick up a good sized piece of wood and put it in the bunks right in there. Then they can carry it out of the woods instead of dragging it. Makes for a much needed job. There ain't no digging up the ground so much. It makes for, like I said, a needed job. And this is the back end of it. Something else unique about this one. The bunks, them tall stakes that are sticking up in the air. Trying to get it for the light here. These will fold right in. So it's kind of interesting when you go in the woods. They don't hang out and hit any trees. You can see the hydraulic ram right there. They'll fold right in. So that way you don't bark up any trees or anything. And this is a John Deere Florida again. You can see the bunks. You can see the tracks. See, this cab does not rotate like the Timber Pro so much. And of course with this crane, you cannot work in front. It doesn't rotate. You can work off to the left and to the right, and that's about it. Just a front view of the machine, showing the blade. See, them stairs are down right now. That's how they get up into it. And then when they get up into it, them stairs will fold up. There's another view. Of course, the Timber Pro's right in behind it. Now I'm going to show you something. This is some of the brush that was left behind. They use that to hold them up, so that way they don't sink into the ground so much. Breaks it down too quicker. This is some of the wood here. There's hemlock way down. This is white birch right here. And then coming up into some hardwood. Looks like ash. I see some beech in there. I don't really see any maple. There's got to be some in there. And then further way up on the end, that's just pulp. 8-foot pulp. Too small to make logs. This is an area that they cut. You can see the stumps. And one good thing, they can just stay in one spot. And the hot saw can cut the trees off and put them into a pile like this. And then to cut the length, that one with the chainsaw on it, we'll pick these up and cut them up to whatever length and type of wood that they want, be it pulp or logs or whatever the market that they are selling to. That's just a stump that was cut off, that's all, by the hot saw. It just goes right along and says, well, cuts it right off. That's what it does, and of course they can hold on to it and put it down exactly where they want it. Okay, us people in Maine, we call these swamp mats. They're, I don't know, 10, 12 feet long. I bet they're 12. Well, they might even be 16. Look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like about 5 feet, I would say, wide. Okay. And they are bolted together. There's a bolt in there somewhere. Yeah, I can see it, but I don't know if I can get the light. I don't think I can, but they're bolted together. These are made to put across a wet area, so it doesn't get all muddy, so they don't sink in the mud. That's what these are made for. They get used a lot. See that that's what is on this side. They used to use hemlock, but now I think they're using a maple or hardwood, I should say. Really, any type of hardwood tree. I don't know how much these have been used. I don't think much. Most of the time, they do kind of get beat on because they go across them with a load of wood. Florida, and though these, they don't use a grapple skidder, some do. And they would take a beating. So they just haul these into the woods and put them wherever they want, and then when they get done, they take them back out and haul them on to the next site. And this is just the back side of the pile. You saw the front side. That's the pulp again. And there's your stack of ash. And like that, maple, birch. Okay, you can see the rocks they got up here. We got plenty of rocks. I thought I had them all, but I guess they got some. But like and subscribe. Never know what's going to be on our video. God bless.